Alright, so the movie stars that kid that's only been in a handful of movies. He was actually, we found out on Growing Pains with Michael J. Fox, right?
No, I don't think that's what it was.
It was on Growing Pains?
Family Ties.
Alright, he was on Family Ties.
Let me make sure I can see it. Oh, I'm not gonna turn it off.
Are you gonna turn it off right now?
Because I was be blowing up on your...
Kadoosh!
That's what I should start doing, though. I should have my tablet here with the movie on it, so this way, if you need information, I could just pass it to you.
Yeah.
Like, oh, stupid.
Hey, what do you think of that? You should be watching the movie. I was 8. Alright, so I was... Dang, I was getting a boner at 8 years old. We're going to stick with Disney, and we're going to go to a movie called Blank Check, which I'm sure you've seen. I just figured maybe you guys haven't seen it in a while, maybe you want to jump back into it. Blank Check is a movie about a kid that really hates his brothers and believes that his parents are stingy and he never gets his way, and it's like Home Alone, fucking Macaulay Culkin, and...
Dennis the Menace.
Dennis the Menace? Oh my god, this kid's actually... If you don't remember, this kid's kind of like an asshole. He's douchey. But, yeah, apparently he doesn't get enough, you know. His parents want to learn, teach him, like, the responsibility about earning things. And they kind of... What do they do to him? Pause. Damien and Ralph sleep butt to face. Do they sleep in the same room then? His brothers have, like, their own little business or their own little, like, thing going on, and their dad rewards them with...
Prize.
Whoa, check it out.
Yeah, it's for your business.
He tells him that, you know, good job or whatever for, you know, and if Preston, the main character, if he wants to get the stuff that his brothers are getting, then he has to get his own job and earn his own money or whatever and learn the responsibility of money. And he's not feeling that shit at all. So he's like really banking on his like birthday to get like money that way to start up his like own like startup business so he can earn more money, so he can move away from his family, so he doesn't have to deal with that or them problems. He doesn't think there's problems outside of like his house. He gets a check from his grandma that's actually blank, and his dad writes in an amount after they discuss it, and it's like it's some whack ass amount. I think it's like $10 or something like that. But then he said, "Oh, what about interest?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, interest," and he gives him like an extra $2 or something. So yeah, it's really shitty. He gets pissed off. He goes to the bank, and his idea is that he'll, you know, take it in.
Well,
tell him why.
You skipped a big part.
Why?
The dude hits him with his car.
Not yet.
Yeah, and then he prints out...
Oh, that's how he gets that check.
Yeah.
Oh. Because I was wondering how he got the second check.
Yeah, no, the guy hits him.
You're right.
And he messes up his tire, and everybody starts...
Yeah, and then like he's freaking out because he broke out of prison.
Yeah, and he hit him in the car, and everybody's like yelling at him. He's like, "Here, this will take care of it," and he forgets to... Because he sees the cops, I think.
Yeah, and he's like,
and
well,
then,
how much, kid?
Yeah,
he goes, and that one kid goes... $100. Like, I'm not talking to you, kid. And then he takes that check and he actually puts it inside of his computer or his printer. I don't know how the fuck he actually did it. He puts it in his thing, scans it, and then writes out the amount on it, and then prints it off again. And then I think that's how or he prints off the numbers on. I don't know how he did it. He goes there and he gets $1 million, and then basically the movie is him spending it, and like gross, like spending it ridiculously. Like this kid was really dumb with his money, and fucking bought like the dumbest shit. And
that slide though, was pretty
the slide was cool. I'm not gonna lie. Some of the stuff was pretty cool. Like, we referenced it on our page actually. That game chair that he has, that's really shit by comparison nowadays. But in back in the day, you know, that was pretty cool. I think it was like a bunch of screens put together. And I don't know why it fucking went in the air like the Matrix. Another thing about the movie, there's like there's this weird thing that's going on between like him and the FBI agent. You know, I don't know. I don't remember how old I was when that movie came out. Was it 92? I think it was 1992 that came out. So that would have made me... Shit. Young.
I would have been 2.
Yeah. That would have made me 6 years old? No fucking way. Time out. Check that for me.
1994. So
94, okay.
So I was 4, you were 8.
I was 8. Alright, so I was... Dang, I was getting a boner at 8 years old. No, that's not right. I don't think so. I think probably seen this movie years, maybe a couple years after it came out or something. But Tone Loc is in it. You remember him from that song, Wild Thing?
Floor looked up and it was a mother. I didn't know what to say. I was hanging by a string. She said, hey, you too. I was once like you and I like to do the wild thing.
Quigley?
Quigley.
Who actually recently passed.
Oh.
I want to say he just recently passed away. I could be, yep.
When
January 19th, 2017. I remember that.
Dang, R.I.P.
Michael Furrer.
Michael Furrer.
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 Ferrer.
A lot of R's. Michael Furrer.
And it's showing
RoboCop. The guy from RoboCop. You know, the guy that's getting like, thinks he's about to have like the time of his life with those hookers.
Bob, save some for me.
Doing
Hey, Bobby. Bye. You gonna call me?
If you think you're gonna get away with this, you gotta. That's fucked up! Stop! It hurt.
He just voiced Deathstroke on the new Teen Titans animated film.
Really?
So that was his
Last thing?
I don't know if that was the last thing he filmed or what, because it's saying that he also came in an episode of NCIS with LL Cool J.
I'm sure he was on TV shows. And, like,
Oh, he was the vice president in Iron Man 3!
was he?
Yeah!
Iron Man 3. I've only seen that movie like 3 times.
Yeah, it wasn't that good.
And you'll never see me coming.
So he played Deathstroke, so that's kind of cool. Sucks that he died, though. So
Yeah, R.I.P. to Michael Furrer. That one kid. Oh, dude, I used to hate that kid. I used to hate that kid that was at the theme park.
Justin! Come with us! Just kidding!
Because as a kid growing up, you kind of sympathize with Preston. You kind of like, you're like, yeah, I agree with this kid. Like, you know, parents suck, and you know, I want to move out, and I want all the money, and I'm gonna do all kinds of stuff with it. You see that kid that invites him to his birthday party? Oh, dude, that's douchebag supreme over there, dude. That says, "Oh, it's my birthday. Give me 50 tokens." My favorite scene in the movie is when he's on that date with that FBI agent. I'm not gonna lie, that was my favorite scene growing up. I think now my favorite scene is probably when he's going through all the stuff that he has, the go-kart thing, the Velcro wall, which by itself was kind of a waste of money. I never really thought that was that cool. You run on it, you jump on it, and then you're stuck. You know what I mean? And then what? What'd you think was cool? Well, I mean, you got like a favorite thing that he bought? What would you have spent $1 million on? Oh my god. And then he has that stupid party. He has that party that costs like $300,000 by itself, I think it was, just for like one night. And he can't even afford it. Oh, broke ass.
I'm broke, nigga, I'm broke!
As a kid, I'm like, dude, I'm gonna open up an arcade, and I'm gonna stay in there, and I'm never leaving. Do I got a little story to go with it? Nope. Yeah, alright, so that was this week's recommendation. I already got idea for next week. I actually got ideas for weeks or whatever, so I'm actually excited when midweek comes, because I filmed these during like the midweek, so when midweek comes around I kind of get excited, you know, and I don't know exactly which one I'm going to pick.
So I pop mad midweek.
Midweek I get, you know what I'm saying? Thanks for leaving the comments that you guys are leaving and actually watching the video. I appreciate it, and you get to hear my brother laugh. Alright, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys next week. Later.